I love the Rocky movies. And now I love the Creed movies too. Ryan Coogler and Stephen Caple Jr. have successfully updated the classic boxing franchise for a new generation, while also maintaining links to the old films. Both Creed and Creed 2 feature a ton of references to the first 6 Rocky movies. Now we're gonna leave out the really obvious stuff like Ivan Drago repeating the line, "I must break you." Instead, we want to share the deeper cuts you might have missed. So keep in mind there will be some spoilers for the Rocky and Creed movies. Number 1, an unheard proposal. Now in Creed 2, Donnie proposes to Bianca with a heartfelt speech about his love for her, and she doesn't hear a word of it because she's not wearing her hearing aids. Now director Stephen Caple told me this was a direct reference to Rocky's proposal to Adrian in Rocky 2.
What'd you say?
If you wouldn't mind marrying me too much.
Number 2, the Yo tradition continues.
Yo, Adrian! I did it!
That is one of the most famous lines in film history. And while Adonis doesn't pepper his speech with lots of yos the way Rocky does,
Yo!
his girlfriend Bianca does drop a few yos in Creed 2. And it's just a fun way to keep the series' linguistic traditions alive.
Yo, Apollo. Yo, Adrian, we did it.
Number 3, fiery steel drums. During Creed 2's training montage, Donnie is shadowboxing while standing behind a burning steel drum. In several of the original movies, Rocky walks past a group of street singers who typically belt out a cappella tunes while huddled around what else? A fiery steel drum. And who's this handsome singer?
You guessed it, Frank Stallone.
He's Sly Stallone's real-life brother, Frank Stallone. Number 4, turning on the afterburners. Now here's one more from Creed 2's training montage. There's this awesome shot where Donnie is jogging while Rocky trails behind him in a car, and he suddenly speeds up into a full-blown sprint and leaves Rocky in the dust. And that's a shout out to the training montage in the original Rocky, and also Rocky 2, and Rocky 3, and also Rocky 4. And yet his dog in Rocky Balboa had no problem keeping up with the 6-year-old prizefighter. Number 5, Rocky's son and Donnie's daughter. Creed 2 borrows more from Rocky 3 and 4 than it does from Rocky 2, but the movies are close in one key respect. Both films hinge around their title hero becoming a father for the first time. Afterwards, each hero views himself differently and considers how this changes him as a man. Number 6, Rocky becomes Adrian. In Rocky 4, the prizefighter decides to fight Ivan Drago to avenge his best friend Apollo Creed's death. And up to this point, Adrian has always been very supportive of her husband's career in these movies, even when he wanted to quit.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win.
But in Rocky 4, Adrian begs Rocky not to fight.
You can't win!
Drago's return in Creed 2 causes Rocky to reverse roles with his late wife, R.I.P. Adrian. Now he's the one telling a boxer not to take a fight for personal reasons and because he has too much to lose.
You got everything to lose. This guy's got nothing to lose.
I ain't got a choice.
That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands.
Of course, in both movies, Adrian and Rocky end up coming around. Number 7.
Go for it.
Rocky is nothing if not consistent. One of his big pep talks to Donnie includes the line,
Go for it.
which he used to say when he was coaching Tommy the Machine Gun in Rocky 5.
Look, you say, the only difference between the hero and the coward is the hero's willing to go for it, all right?
Go for it even became a tagline for Rocky 5 and one of the most 90s-est of all 90s songs on the soundtrack.
Left, right!
Creed 2 director Stephen Caple Jr. told me Rocky 5 was the first Rocky movie he ever saw, and he still kind of likes it. So he had to
Go for it.
with this reference.
You want my respect? Well, come and get it.
Number 8, Rocky 3's structure. Creed 2's fight and rematch is pretty much copied from Rocky 3, where Rocky loses to talented, hungry, ferocious Clubber Lang, and then hooks up with a new trainer, that would be Apollo Creed, before winning the second fight. Adonis Creed does pretty much the same thing against Victor Drago. Number 9, Brigitte Nielsen. Now the first of 2 surprise cameos in Creed 2 is the return of Brigitte Nielsen as Ivan Drago's wife. She's referenced several times in the film. It turns out she left Drago after his loss to Rocky, and then boom, there she is. Couldn't help notice, though, she does not have any scenes with Sylvester Stallone, her real-life ex-husband. And finally, number 10, Milo Ventimiglia. When Rocky visits his son at the end of Creed 2, he finally stands face to face with Robert. He's played by Milo Ventimiglia. He was MIA in the first Creed, but Robert had a huge role in Rocky Balboa, where he disapproves of his father's attempts to get back into boxing. And in fairness to Robert, his father was super old at the time. After one of the greatest pep talks of all time,
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Yeah.
he changes his mind and helps Rocky train for his big match. It was a little weird, frankly, when he didn't show up for his dad's cancer treatments in Creed, but it's great to see him here. That's just a few of the Easter eggs and references to past Rocky films in Creed 2. Let us know your favorites in the comments below. For Screen Crush, I'm Matt Singer.